That's anyone in this country can listen to Delisle, apparently. 93.9.
And Ghoul Beans on all platforms.
Anyone in the world can listen to Ghoul Beans. They're listening to it in outer space. Tamara's had dreams about it. With the aliens.
Oh
What do they got playing? Ghoul Beans.
They're
You
like,
hear us, cat? That would be a nightmare. Aliens are invading.
they play the
People
alien
are
episode.
people
Who's
are like,
Schneegorp?
people are they're confronting you.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh, there's not enough enrichment in your enclosure. That's what that episode is called.
one of them's chasing you and the rest are like outing your hiding spot.
Ew. Ew. Ooh. How would they get you?
What do you mean?
That's for me. They come down here and they're playing Ghoul Beans. How are they getting you?
They're like blipping me into the woods at night alone. And they're like, find your way out. And it's all
and
just
standing around their silhouette.
yeah,
Your nightmare.
my nightmare.
And genuinely Matt took you on your nightmare.
Literally on our first weekend away together.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was, like, the first trip we took. Realistically, would have been so romantic, like going to see the stars at a dark sky park.
But why would they put the silhouettes up?
Why would they?
Ew.
And every time I turn my flashlight there, it's just like a wooden sign like that. But then like I like leave it, and it's like instantly like a tall alien.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good one, guys. You got me.
You got me.
We're back.
I'm deader than ever.
I'm Kelly,
I'm Tamara.
and this is Ghoul.
Beat you to it.
We just spent so long.
So long. You guys are tired of hearing about that. We can just cut it.
Yeah.
They know.
So. Nah, I got
That's how we've been.
That's how we've been.
'Cause we started this episode already, and I looked up and went, the phone's dead.
Right now?
No.
I was like, I'll scream. Okay.
So I said, Bits. 'Cause I was letting out a little steam.
Yeah, and I'm happy for you. We went to a coffee shop today, and it is called Cream & Co. Curated comfort, timeless taste.
What'd you get?
I think just a hazelnut latte.
I got a iced caramel macchiato decaf, 'cause it's late already.
Not good.
Neither's mine.
Damn. Bummer. Not good.
Mm-mm.
Well, don't go there. I wouldn't.
Why is yours bad, though? Let's give him the tea.
Oh, I don't know. It tastes bad. It's bitter in a way that it's like it wasn't roasted bad.
Mine tastes like hazelnut, actually.
Mine tastes like eggs. I don't know. It's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I do like that you can get a mini size. This is the mini.
And she took off the little sippy cup. I would go
There's
there.
like a little sippy lid.
It's cute. I'm not going to go again, but if I did, I'd get an iced coffee with a little sippy lid.
Mine's supposed to be iced caramel. They were unfortunately confused about what I was asking.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, 'cause she was like, "You want an iced caramel macchiato like Starbucks?" And I'm like the one on your menu. It was on the menu. She went, "Oh, okay." I think she made it up.
I feel like they opened today.
Yeah, I kind of gave, to be honest. Yeah.
But
I also don't want to talk too much shit 'cause they seem like a nice family.
they seemed really nice. The coffee, maybe they weren't ready
You know
for
what?
the customers that they were getting.
So don't go there yet. Let them establish themselves. Give it like 90 days and go down there.
Yeah.
I think it would improve in 90 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been their first day brewing.
Like, it kind of gave. First day.
The pictures weren't on the walls yet, but they
Truly.
were near the walls, ready to be hung.
Yeah.
With care.
Today we're talking about ghouls being ghouls particularly within dreams.
Yeah, I'm excited. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
So I've always had hyper-realistic dreams. I also have always believed that my dreams are how God talks to me. I know it sounds a little crazy. Regardless, the other night I had a dream that I believe is a sign. I should also say that my walk in faith has been wavering for the past year, and I've been going to see psychics a few times a year since last December. This was also 5 years ago. To the dream. So I believe I was on a road trip with a couple. It's not you. I fucked up the sentence already.
Oh, that's okay.
So I believe I was on a road trip with a couple for my buddies. That's why I'm messing it up.
Yeah.
Okay. With a couple of my buddies. We stopped at a little. I just need a mom.
Please.
You know, you go first.
And I would love to.
And I shall.
And here we go.
We know what? We didn't mention if we've had any, like,
Oh,
in our lifetime. Any, like,
dreams.
scary ghosties.
Scary.
I've never had any
ghosties.
visitors in my dreams.
I have had I've had like loved ones, I think.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad, my grandparents, I think. I think I met Matt's grandparents in my dream. I had never seen a picture of them. I knew what his grandma looked like. I met her, but I went to a party and they were both there, and then they showed me a picture and it looked like him, just like younger. And I had no idea what his grandpa looked like. Like, had a completely different
That's
vision.
weird. I don't know if I would like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only time I know that I'm dreaming, and a lot of people, whatever, but if I have a dream with someone and it feels more like a visit and less like just a dream, I'll like be bawling during the entire dream. So like,
Whoa.
yeah, like Matt's woken me up a couple
Oh my God.
times because he's like, you've just been like bawling. And I'll wake up if I'm alone, or like he's still asleep and like my whole pillow's just like soaked.
What the hell? Crying
Yeah.
in your sleep?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's like way beyond.
Like I'll wake up with that stuff, like the and I'll wake up,
Whoa.
and like the dream would have been like fun.
I got scared.
Sorry, Bowen. But yeah, so I've had my dad and my uncle when he passed recently-ish. Like,
And do you feel like your dreams are like what are the vibes of your dreams? Like, are they really intense? Like, can you know that thing where people have aphantasia where they can't imagine, like, in their minds they don't see it?
oh,
Like when you picture a red apple, can you picture the
that's
apple?
crazy. Yeah, very
Right.
vividly.
Me too.
My dreams are sometimes very vivid. Like sometimes I can, like, my senses are in there. Sometimes not.
My dreams are really vivid.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't always make sense, but my dreams are very vivid.
We're back and more alive than ever.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm renewed.
I wonder if the coffee tastes better.
Mine actually literally does.
Mine doesn't, but
I should have had you try it before.
yeah, that's not bad at all. Here,
It kind of no.
you have to try it.
Okay.
It's bad.
Yeah, but it's room temp.
It's
like, why are you?
bad. Well, I didn't think to heat it up.
Oh, it's Folgers. That's just that's Folge. That's okay. It's not okay for what you paid.
Yeah.
Creme & Co.
Creme & Co. Folgers and lies.
What does it say? Curated comfort. Timeless taste. Oh, it's supposed to be like Tiffany & Co.
Yeah. Cute. It should be blue.
I know. The cup should be blue, but they probably get sued.
Yeah. Tiffany and Co. should have a little coffee shop called Coffee
They
and
might,
Co.
but we might be too poor to have ever gone.
That's fair. Do you want to attempt again, or you want me to
I
go
do.
first? Okay.
Let me attempt.
We're full.
We're back.
Our bellies
More
are full.
alive
Our
than ever.
brains are alive.
Okay. This Reddit user deleted his profile,
Rip.
although I thank him for his service. I've always had a hyper-realistic dreams, and I have always believed that they are how God talks to me. I know that might sound a little crazy, but I feel my dreams are signs. Over the past year, my walk in faith has been wavering, and I've been visiting psychics a few times a year since last December. The other night, I had this dream. I was on a road trip with a couple of my buddies. We stopped at a little diner in a small town that had gimmicky psychic store attached to it. While I waited for my friends to use the bathroom, they both came out and said that they wanted to get a reading. I told them I'd wait. They walked through a backlit corridor and through a doorway with purple curtains. Not long after, they came back out smiling and cheerful, telling me I should go in for a reading too. But something didn't feel right. I've always been sensitive to energies, and there was something off about this place. They kept nagging me until suddenly the quote-unquote psychic stepped out. Immediately, alarms went off in my head. She approached me and got very close to my face.
Ew.
She had bulging eyes and a face covered in stark white makeup, paired with heavy eyeshadow and eyeliner. Her hair was fire truck red, slicked back into a bun with feathers and ornaments sticking out of it, and she was just terrifying to me. But I figured, whatever, let's just do this.
What? You stuck to your guns that whole time, and then this woman's
You're like,
up in your face.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, might as well.
She might have, zapped his brain to be like, okay, it's a way to,
Did she say anything, or she just walked up, did that?
No,
and
she
he
didn't say
was
anything.
Like, okay. Oh, hate that.
until
Okay.
they start their session. She grabbed me by the shoulders, and we locked into tense eye contact. She began telling me things I already knew, like the fact that I, quote-unquote, have a gift. Then we started backing away from each other in a movement that felt almost like a dance.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I have to remember this is a dream.
Suddenly, she drops on all fours,
Oh, no.
lowered herself to her belly, and began to slither towards me. She was literally slithering like a snake without using her hands at all. That was the moment I knew something was seriously wrong. Obviously.
This person's behind the foot.
I stopped, stood up, told her I was done. But she didn't stop. She kept slithering towards me until she moved all the way up my body and her face met mine.
It's a dream. We have to remember it's a dream.
Let me show you the way, she whispered. I said no. This made her furious. She grabbed me by the throat, lifted me up, and began chanting, "Let me show you the way, let me show you the way, let me show you the way."
Ew.
She started running while holding me by my neck, and the room began to elongate as she ran. The snake started emerging from her sides and burrowing into my own ribs. I could feel the physical pain of them digging in and biting me.
Ew.
I grabbed her wrist and screamed, "No, there's only one way." I screamed this while looking her dead in the eyes, and she began to scream bloody murder.
Okay.
In that moment, I found the strength to gouge out her eyes with my thumbs. More snakes and spiders began pouring from her empty sockets, and I screamed one last time, and that's when I woke up.
Cute. That's terrible.
Yep. A human being slithering like a snake. That's why I picked this one, because I'm like, the visual of somebody being on the ground going fast as shit with no arms.
That's so nasty.
And it slithered up his body and got in his face.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What do we think the meaning is behind that?
It sounds like their religious views and their psychic abilities are clashing.
Literally. That's what all the comments are saying. That's so it's giving Christian satanic imagery. And,
Yeah. Damn. Well, that's disgusting.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
Mhm.
I'm going to have a terrifying snake dream.
I know. I was like, damn. That's the one that I was like, I hope that doesn't happen to me tonight, where I dream about a snake woman.
I know, slithering up me. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Okay. So this story is from the Creepy Deepy. My brother and I went out to smoke some cigarettes since we have strict rules in our house and we couldn't smoke inside. We went to a 24-hour convenience store not too far from my house. After done smoking some cigarettes, we headed back home, but we needed to take another route because it was past the night hour and some route was closed due to the coronavirus. We took a different route than usual. We needed to go through a local cemetery. After passing the cemetery, I realized I smelled some sort of floral scent. It wasn't strong, but I could clearly smell it. Finally, we arrived home, and it was already past midnight. I went to sleep right after, and I had a dream. In my dream, I was in an unknown room. It was dark, but not too dark, so I was able to see things. Suddenly, I heard a girl laughing. I could barely hear it at first, but then the laughter went louder and louder. I turned around and saw a woman figure standing like 4 meters away from me, facing me. I couldn't see the face because it was covered by her long and pretty messy black hair. She was wearing some sort of long white dress. I couldn't do anything, just standing on my feet.
You've lost me.
Couldn't talk. I was so scared that I couldn't even run away.
We got to get more creative than the white dress.
I woke up sweating heavily and headed to my brother's room to tell him the dream I had. But before I started telling him, he immediately came up and told me about his dream last night. His dream wasn't exactly the same, but like me, he also saw a woman in his dream. I was surprised when he started describing the woman in his dream. It was the exact same one that I had dreamt about. I went to the bathroom, but after that, but I suddenly felt uneasy when I was passing through my brother's room. I felt like there was something in the corner between my room and my brother's room. I looked at the corner and nothing's there. After going to the bathroom, I realized something maybe, just maybe, last night when my brother and I were passing through the cemetery, something followed us to my house. It was the woman in our dream. I was stunned. I came back to my brother's room, but this time I couldn't feel anything strange in the corner. I didn't feel anything. Maybe it got away somehow.
Well, what are your thoughts?
Oh, there's a last part, sorry. Here in my country, there's a myth that if we smell floral scents around us, especially jasmine, it possibly means that there's something around us.
Right. I think smelling the physical, like, scent is an indicator that it's not just
like a dream. Yeah. Yeah, I think, especially them having the same dream. Not the same.
I have one that's just like same dream.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
The same dream as someone else?
Yeah.
No. That would be spooky. We're still recording.
Let me confirm. Yep.
Yeah, no, I've never had the same dream as someone else.
I've had like ghostly experiences in the same house in different rooms, so like
oh,
and that kind of feels,
it's like the same, but you both were awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse.
Is it?
I would say so. You can't even say like, oh, it's just a dream. So
true. Weird. You know what?
I
have not had a same dream, but I've seen the same figure. Like that thing that lived in our house in the basement in the haunted house that I grew up in. My mom had a dream about this creature, what it was, the demon. And then I had seen it eventually later in my dream. Like the same thing.
Oh, really?
Same scenario, yeah.
Ew.
Super tall, long.
So you both
fingers.
had like a dream about it?
Yeah, but on different nights. Yeah. And years apart.
Yeah, I don't like when like creepy stuff gets into dreams.
But you said you don't really have nightmares.
No. I
have nightmares and I yell.
That's crazy.
Muriel, can you come mimic my yell, my nightmare yell for the audience? You got to come over here. I have a very I can feel myself doing it sometimes before I get woken up out of it. Imagine it's 4 a.m. and you're just facing me like, and many times in a row.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to like, it's not because I'm trying to like wake up. It's because I'm screaming in the dream.
That's spooky as hell.
It is spooky. My nightmares are very intense.
I have only had like a few nightmares that I can remember. I do remember that like I was trying to scream in one, and I think like
You manifested it outside of your body?
yeah. Like I woke up and I was like, like it
Oh,
was
like
like
that
that.
sound?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't imagine that'd be fun to wake up to either.
right. Muriel always wakes me up, though, for the most part. We'll be like, babe,
Yeah.
'cause it's scary.
Yeah, that's nice though. Like also get you out of the dream.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, but I'll go back in it
do you?
sometimes.
My mom said that she always, when she has a nightmare, she'll wake up. She can even like get up, go to the bathroom, like
Yeah,
she'll
sometimes
turn
me
the
too.
lights on and then go back to sleep and falls immediately back into it.
You know what's crazy? Mine feel a little more sinister than that because I'll wake up from the nightmare. Maybe Muriel woke me up. I'll get up and like have a drink of water, turn my over to the side, adjust, like flip the pillow, all types of shit. And not fall back into the dream, but then my dream will morph back into that. Like it'll like slowly turn into and then that thing that was in there, yeah.
That's rude as hell.
Yeah, like my brain's not done thinking about it.
Yeah, that's disgusting. No, I've only had I had a nightmare in college.
Well, you remember it made an impact.
I woke up kicking the wall.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did I know you already?
No. It was the year before we met.
The spider web lady?
Yeah. And then I had a nightmare at some point about like black-eyed kids. And I was screaming in that one. It's like the feeling of running. Like in the dream I can tell that like I'm trying to scream, but I can't.
Yeah. It feels hard to scream in the dream, but not crazy hard like running does. Running, it's impossible.
That's how it feels to me. Like that noise, it's like that's what's happening in the dream, even though I'm like full on trying to scream for help.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the dream, yeah, I can remember almost all my nightmares because I really don't have them very often. Unless it's a stress dream, I have those a lot, and
those are repetitive.
That's the one where my senses come in.
My nightmares, I said already, they're mostly about like aliens, but I never see them. Sometimes I think my dreams are the full time I'm asleep. You know, people have this theory that like you're only dreaming for like
a second.
Yeah. Not I. There's no way. There's no way. I think I'm asleep. I think sometimes I'm dreaming 7, 8, 9 hours. Sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
up until the moment I open my eyes, I'm dreaming.
Unless it's a good dream. But if
unless it's a good dream. My good dreams don't last that long.
Damn.
My good dreams are only 3 hours.
3 hours, give or take.
Yeah, give or take an hour. And then
damn.
Full REM, a lot of times it's a nightmare. So I have normal dreams though that like, you know, don't make sense. You know, I plop around, whatever. But then when I have a nightmare for real. And it's mostly about except that one nightmare, the famous one where it's a huge house that doesn't make sense with the layout, and I'm trying to escape somebody who's also in the house with me, and the neighbors are all letting the killer know where I am when they see me in the window.
That's so fucked up too.
My brain can conjure some shit up.
That's your recurring one, right?
No,
I thought that was your stress dream.
No, my stress dream is teeth falling out. They go black, and then I like go to like touch them, and they just pop right out.
Yeah, mine.
My braces pull my teeth out.
Mine's my teeth, but then like the tooth will fall out in my mouth, and I can like feel it crunching around.
Oh, yours crunch? Mine roll around hard.
Mine roll around, and then I chomp it. It's pretty bad. I don't like that my life has decided that teeth are gonna be my stress dream.
It's one for like everybody. So many people have that as a stress dream. Oh, but my recurring sick dream, I always have it when I'm sick, is like Wonderland syndrome, where like things get really big and really small really quick in the dream.
Because you're like dizzy as hell.
Maybe
your brain like is trying.
I think fever maybe.
Yeah.
Or like, but I also hear like it'll be like, I love you. I love you.
Oh my god.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Like quiet and really loud.
Oh my god, that's a nightmare.
It's stressful. It's not scary.
Your body needs to give you a break.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, a new woman. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I have anxiety. Yeah. Do you ever wake up anxious? You wake up and you're like, I'm anxious.
Yeah.
Me too. All the time. Not every day, but a lot. Okay, my turn.
Your turn. Dreams, 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 dreams. What?
Nothing. This is from Reddit user Baseline Fluctuations, and it's called A Nightmare Between Cousins.
Please. Please.
So when I got down on my luck, I asked my aunt if I could move into her house. She said yes, but I needed to stay in my cousin's room. My cousin had a huge bed, so we shared it. She slept by the window, and I slept by the French doors. I was waiting to see if you would say anything when I read that part, because imagine sleeping next to French doors.
No, I wouldn't.
Right.
I'd be like, I'm going to sleep by the wall. We're going to push this bed, and
right.
I get the safe wall.
Wall? She told me a few days into living there, the house was haunted, but I didn't think much of it at the time. About a month into living there, I began to have the same recurring vivid nightmare. I would always wake up feeling uneasy and like I hadn't really slept. In my nightmare, I would wake up after hearing a tapping sound on the French doors. At first, I would sit up and I was in our room exactly as it was. I would look over to see if my cousin was awake, but she was always asleep. As the time progressed, my living there when I can't read the sentence.
It's okay. I'm here with you.
When I would have the dream, I would get out of bed to look at the door. As the time progressed, living there, when I would have the dream, I would get out of bed to look at the door. More time would pass, and I started to realize there was someone outside the French doors tapping on it with their finger in the dream.
No.
Right. The person was always a family member, some that had passed, but more often, someone still living. All of them asking me to open the doors. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
There were times in my dreams I would reach for the doors, but I was always scared to open it. Instead, I would run back to bed, and wait for the tapping to stop. It got to the point I was so restless and scared I finally decided to tell my cousin about it. We were alone, and I confided, hoping she wouldn't think I was crazy, saying the nightmare was so often, and the figure was always outside the door, in hopes she would switch places with me. It was then she told me she too was having the dream. Almost every night, as real as could be. However, the tapping was outside the window. She slept by with the person always saying, "Just open the window."
Ew! Hell no! That's disgusting, and I hated it.
So your niece and your daughter come into your room and they go, "We're having the same dream every night." What?
I would unfortunately ask what it was,
Me
and
too.
then I'd be like,
no. Now we're prepared. We'll go, "Is it scary?" And then they'll be like, "Okay, so let's go outside."
Right.
Because when in the episode I was listening today on the train, I was listening to Ghoul Beans. We said we're like mistake, like you can't talk about it in the house. You have to leave the house to talk about it. Except it was at the window. Just open the window.
God,
someone wants to get in the house.
So terrifying.
Bad.
Do you think if they opened it in the dream that like shit would start getting way worse? Maybe the window's like them being possessed. Like that's the door and window to their mind because it's in a dream. That might be a lot, but maybe.
Immediately I was like, damn, someone's trying to get in the house.
Yeah.
I think like you gave it permission. In the dream, is that permission if you go open it when they ask you?
Right, because if that is, that's fucked up.
I think it might be, dude.
Damn.
That's fucked up. That's some like next level shit.
Well, that's
my God, imagine.
People like, I remember listening to this one story and it was like a woman, they heard like the doorbell go and they like went downstairs and opened it to see if someone was there. And like that was enough. Mm-hmm. And that's not fair. Like obviously I'm not going to open it.
I wouldn't open. Yes, it is fair because why are you opening it? Who's there?
Well, what if it's like a time? I don't know. People used to open their door.
I know. Our door wasn't ever even locked.
Whenever we lived consistently not locked.
Mine too.
It was very dangerous.
Especially because we used to play outside and just come in.
100%.
Yeah, it was crazy when it was locked. We'd be like, what the fuck is this door locked for?
Literally. Yeah, that's terrifying. And I don't think it should count.
Why did you go to stop me in the beginning?
So the very scary one that I had was a dream of like an entity and stuff, and then like these three cousins were having the same were seeing the same entity in their dreams.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God, you're reading it. But no. Still very scary.
Yeah. Very scary. So scary. Oh God. And then imagine the tears, like talking about it with your cousin. Like, listen, I keep having this recurring dream where family members, dead and alive, are outside the doors.
Yeah, and you're like, will you switch spots with me? And they're like,
They're-
you don't. They're at the windows too, babe.
We can never have another sleepover, and certainly not in this room.
Literally.
I would be like, no,
I
something.
wonder if they moved rooms, if it would be like, okay.
Or if it was something else, like under their bed or something.
Ew.
Like, is it
Or
worse?
in the closet.
The attic.
What if that's the only safe room?
What?
Well, because the other girls buy, like, the door to the room, and the other one's in the window. So what if, that means it's in the house, right? Trying to get in through the French door.
Maybe it is to their minds. Maybe it's like, let me in.
Beep boop.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, the fact that she went to open it a couple times was like, nah.
How did you get that close? Because it's using people you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
That's cheating.
And it's in a dream. That's cheating.
You know what, though?
What?
I feel like maybe that's almost happened to me when I was younger.
Ew, really?
Yo, I mean, I grew up in that evil house
Yeah.
with the entity. I think that, I mean, I have that, I think I've told you before, that dream where I woke up and I flew back on the bed.
Yeah.
And the bed was, like, moving, like I just landed on it from jumping. And I think I was even more powerful when I was younger. I think my psychicness has faded with time. I think I was really spooky. Like, I have a memory.
You were a spooky kid.
Of, like, being able to float for a second.
I wish you did. Like, I hope that is real. I hope that you did float. I always wanted to be able to.
And my
fly.
shoes were white, and I was on, like, the cement that you can see the rock still in it, like the gravelly cement.
Mm-hmm.
On the crack. There used to be, like, a big crack right outside our house. And I feel like you know, imagination so when you're little, but
yeah.
I feel like I have a memory of that. Like, I was so much more powerful. That to say, I think that my dreams were maybe a hotter spot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. You could tap in at any time, but it comes with a lot of dangers. I think that's why you're not as powerful. I think, like,
what the hell?
Even
hell no. A spooky Anna.
Okay. This is from Save the BBs. This started months ago when my boyfriend Aiden's family moved into a new apartment. I sleep at his place every night. Seeing my boyfriend in my dreams wasn't weird. It felt like seeing any other person in my dreams. Until one dream where I came home to him. He greeted me, but something about him was off. His eyes just weren't right, and I knew it wasn't him.
Oh, God, I hate that.
He later on stabbed me, and I awoke from the dream. I thought that'd be the end of it, but more and more I started seeing my boyfriend in my dreams, but feeling an entirely different presence. It especially happens when he leaves early for work and I continue sleeping. The dreams were usually harmless, the dreams being weirdly normal. Like just talking to him or sitting with him, but they're a little more extreme now. Now it usually goes paired with sleep paralysis. It's not something I'm uncommon with, but I always had scary experiences before. A man singing in my ear, a silhouette at the end of the bed, something crawling up on me from my feet to face. My sleep paralysis now is way different. It's always this present, impersonating Aiden's movements, like shifting in the bed next to me or talking in his voice, sniffing or just breathing. One time, I kept telling myself it wasn't him, that it couldn't be him. I said no out loud. I felt the person next to me sit up and say, "All right, come here." And while I was face down, he rested his weight onto my back, all whilst I struggled to wake up. I did before anything else happened there. This morning, I was sleeping lightly and entered a sort of lucid dream. I was sitting on the bed, dream Aiden walking in and taking the place next to me. But I was aware of what was happening. I looked him straight in the eye. Over time, his eyes had grown so scarily similar to Aiden's, identical.
What the hell is going on?
It's creepy how much it looks like him now. He brought his face to mine, a really familiar look and feeling, but I backed off, just staring him dead in the eyes. He wasn't happy. "What are you doing?" he asked, in a tone Aiden never would. I just went ahead and asked, "Who are you?" To which Dream Aiden got upset. Not just upset, he was raging with anger, yelling at me as to why I would ask that. Shortly after, I woke up and found myself in another paralysis. But
what the hell? I'm sorry. This guy needs to, like, get medicated.
Who?
The guy who's, like, in another paralysis?
Yeah.
why are you not like, you need a tranquilizer or something?
Wouldn't that make it worse though? Like if your brain still wakes up and now your like body's tranquilized.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like if you're in, yeah, I mean, you're not, technically, apparently you're not dreaming all the time. Like, what if if you're super deep in sleep, you don't dream? So if
Right.
he's like in a deep sleep, he'll be able to escape it, I feel.
I would hope.
This is like too much. I would be like, hello to my psychiatrist.
Hello? But they can't do anything about sleep paralysis. No one knows why it happens.
I know it is random.
It's so scary. Before anything can happen, I woke myself up. I'm scared of his presence. It just feels wrong how he tries to take over as soon as Aiden leaves. However, I have no idea how to research this online, so I come here with the hope of anyone knowing
True.
anything. Like, that is so scary. I've never had that. I never want it. That's scarier to me than
I only
most things.
Had it the one time.
Yeah. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Write in at ghouldbeanspodcast@gmail.com.
Are you the sleep paralysis a demon? When we were deciding what ghost we wanted to be, I said, like, a ghost you see in reflections.
Yeah.
You said peripherals.
Yeah, you just see me like walking.
And Mariel said sleep paralysis.
I feel like they said
Period.
it in a way it was more like, I am the sleep paralysis demon.
It's that fire rat.
A fire rat if I ever knew one.
That's what I said. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's so scary. Seriously, sounds like the scariest thing that the body can do, and it just like is random.
And you're totally healthy. There's nothing.
No.
You can be the prime of your life and have a sleep paralysis episode.
Yeah, I never want that. I never want that, brain. Take care of me.
Don't let the compulsions get you. They're getting you recently?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if I read about spooky stuff.
Yeah, that triggers you. We made a whole podcast dedicated to triggering your OCD.
I'm trying to grow. You don't run away from stuff when you're trying to grow.
You sure don't.
But no, honestly, that doesn't even seem like necessarily pure sleep paralysis. It does seem like there's something going on.
Do you think?
I think so. I'm not entirely convinced sleep paralysis is all like...
Interesting take.
Yeah. I know that, like, I remember hearing that sleep paralysis started to get big after this guy went on, like, a radio show and described, like, the Hat Man. And, like, now a lot of people say they see the Hat Man, but there's, like, a lot of other common things that people...
Spiders.
And, like, the reason this guy went on the radio show to talk about it is because he did, like, research and talked about, like, how many people in different, like, cultures had... throughout time, had this like collective experience of getting paralyzed and having like the Hat Man come. So
I was not asleep though.
Ew, what? Really?
Yeah, I was. I think I've told this story before. I was on the floor. With all of my family was over. It was in the middle of the super bright out daytime. We didn't have a curtain in the front, but we were up on a hill, so you couldn't see inside anyway. But we were watching TV. I happened to turn my head like a little bit more than everybody else. And the back wall was a clear sliding glass door, and I like saw a person like go past the window. And it looked like the Hat Man, and I told I like turned around, told my family, I'm like, oh, someone's outside, and they're like, what? And then I was like, yeah, I feel like I just saw a man walk past the door, and again, broad daylight. Everybody got up, went outside, assessed. Nobody was there.
Ew, you'd never told me that.
I think
That's crazy.
And it looked like almost cartoony.
Ew.
The way that it was like the Hat Man.
Some people think the Hat Man is like a Grim Reaper.
I don't think so. I think that's an easy form for our eyes to like be like, oh, it was a man with a hat on.
Right.
But yeah, I like saw the silhouette of what appeared to be a man with a hat on going past the door.
Ew. Hate that.
Yeah, but everybody was like, went out and checked.
Yeah.
Because one, what if it's real?
Right. What if there is a man there?
Right. And I would love to, I'm sure I didn't pay attention. I know I didn't. But I would love to go back and see my family's reactions to not finding anybody and be like,
Yeah.
no, there's someone there.
Right. And your mom being like, oh, God, this poor kid has to deal with this shit, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems scary. I hope that person's okay.
Mine is called evil entities in my dreams. Okay. Deleted Reddit user.
Oh, rip.
Rip.
I hope it's not from the evil entities in their dreams.
We'll find out. Hello, everyone. I'm new to Reddit, and this is my first post. It was too bizarre not to share and get some feedback. So the other night, I had a night terror. Here it is as I remember it. I'll quote the dream parts. Quote, it seemed like any normal day except my 5-year-old son was acting strange. He then told everyone that a ghost in his room scares him. Nobody believed him except me, not even my wife. We went to go to bed. First of all, when I read that, I was like, I'm a little misogynist. To be like, not even my wife, the mother of my child didn't believe my child. You know, you're kind of giving like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how serious this was. Nobody was taking him seriously except me.
Well, I guess, I don't know. Like, what if Luce was talking about your kid and it was like, not even Tamara.
Okay, now that is an indicator of seriousness.
Exactly.
If I don't feel away, that is crazy.
Right.
But then
you don't know. I need to know the wife's stance on paranormal activity.
True. But also, like, but at the same time, though, if I'm not worried, then Luce would not be worried.
Right. You're the flight attendant of paranormal experiences.
True. That's also, what is that called? Like the litmus test or whatever?
Yeah.
Something. Anyway.
Yeah.
We went to go to bed, and for some reason, my son's bed was in the next room, but there was no wall. I could see my son sleeping. I woke up from a dead sleep to see a figure that looked like a hooded man from the movie. What? Sorry, I can't talk.
Okay. I just thought it was really scary. The chills are climbing.
No, it is very scary.
Okay.
Okay, but I also like fucked up son. I woke up from a dead sleep to see a figure that looked like the hooded midnight man from the movie standing over my son. I was paralyzed.
The Midnight Man.
I was paralyzed and couldn't move or speak. The man then grabbed my son, went into the ceiling, forming a black hole, and only his long arm was left dragging my son slowly up the wall towards the hole. It took every ounce of energy I had to sit up and move. I was able to get my son just before he disappeared into the mass. I pulled him down and held on to him for dear life, sobbing uncontrollably. And that's the end of the dream.
Okay.
Then I woke up to my wife shaking me, asking me if I was okay, and that I was crying in my sleep. I said yes and went back to bed.
Yes. Rolls over.
Yes. After going back to bed, I woke up again to the sound of my son crying. I ran upstairs and seen him hiding under his covers. I asked him what was wrong and just kept crying. I said, "Did you have a nightmare?" He shook his head yes. I rubbed his head until he fell asleep. And in the morning, we asked what his dream was about. He said,
No.
a giant spider was wrapping me in a web and trying to take me away. I thought that it was odd, but later that day, my 14-year-old daughter said she didn't get much sleep because she had a bad dream. I asked her about what. She said, there was a tall, dark shadow figure with just a smile standing outside my room, staring at me, and then proceeded to enter my son, her brother's room. I couldn't believe that all three of us had nightmares about the same concept on the same night. So my question is, do you believe in dream demons?
Damn. I hate that. Don't infiltrate my nighttime.
The first comment says sleep paralysis is normal. And he said,
go fuck yourself.
I understand that. I have my bouts with sleep paralysis every now and then. But my question, again, is that was there something else going on where 3 people in my household all had it on the same night? My daughter and her friends played with a Ouija board that night.
No.
And the next day, my wife saged the house. Everything supernatural intrigues me, but I don't really believe in anything spectacular. But this night, all 3 of us, is it a coincidence?
The wife saged the house. I'm thinking it was like, not even she would believe him.
Mm-hmm. I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
I mean, it's a lot of information you're taking in.
Everybody's telling him,
it's sleep paralysis?
no, there's people are like, you're not going to get the answers you want on this page. You have to go to r/occult.
Yeah.
Because people are like, people are basically warning him, like, you're going to get commenters who are like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. They were all just dreams, but it's pretty bizarre to me that we had them within a few hours of each other.
Yeah, I think that's weird. Like, you know, and again, people don't know how the brain works. You know what I mean? Like, people as in human beings. Like,
He said a spider.
we don't know how the brain works, you know? And so, like,
Oh my
we
God.
don't know how much we're intaking peripherally. I mean, I've had dreams that have been influenced by, like, falling asleep to the TV, you know? So who's to say that you couldn't, like, roll over and maybe you open your eyes, you're still asleep, you intake, like, a figure at the door, now you're dreaming about that, you know? Or someone, like...
Oh my God, the Midnight Man is so scary.
Yeah. And, like, the scariest thing for that little boy could be spiders, and the dad could have been spooked by the Midnight Man. And, like, the concept is there is a intruder in our home, like, affecting my children. And they all
paranormal.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So, like, and their brains are just, like, handling that in the way
that they can process.
Yeah.
Like, he saw a spider thing.
Because he's afraid of spiders and something scary is happening in his room
with
right
the
now.
arms.
Ugh. So, I think that dreams, like, when people are like, do you think dreams are dreams or do you think they mean something? I think it can be both. I think sometimes dreams are just dreams.
Me too.
And I think sometimes you're processing stuff, which means it could mean something. I think sometimes you could be processing something that's actually happening in your, like, surroundings. So, like spiritually, if there's a ghost in your room or something and you're
100%.
now having a weird dream where someone's in the corner, like...
But I also think that, like... I mean, of course, it's, like, confirmation bias, right? So, like, if you're suspecting something and then you have a dream about it, you're like, well, I knew it.
Right.
You know? So, like, being able to discern and, like, what's what is kind of what's stopping everybody from having an answer to sleep paralysis, I think.
For sure. And I certainly don't have the answer.
Do you have the answer? Write in to ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, I think this is my last one, and it's
Okay.
super duper spooky. Yeah. It's kind of a two-parter.
Okay. Oh, love.
This is from Miss Not My Universe. I keep seeing the same dead girl pop up in my dreams for years. Love that for her. I
hate that
it.
for her. Hate that for me.
A few years back, I had a terrible dream where I was with my husband in our house, and for some reason I went to my room and the lights shut off, and there was this girl dressed in a long black dress, tattered at the ends, and long black hair, dirty and tangled, covering most of her face. She was obviously dead with gray skin and black nails and toes. Actually, that's terrifying.
Did it say obviously dead?
She's obviously dead.
Oh, okay.
I tried to run out, but she followed me, always in the darkness and making it dark as she'd go. When I screamed for her to leave me alone, she smiled a sickening smile.
Ugh.
That was the first of many dreams. She popped up over and over again, and not just in nightmares. She would randomly show up in normal dreams. Hate that.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. I'm asleep.
Real world sleep rules.
Get
the fuck out of there. No, ew. That's kind of like how I said I could, like, get up and, like, my dream would then morph back into that one.
It's not fair. I got up.
This is bullshit.
That dream is over.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Sometimes she would manipulate things. Sometimes just watch, or I'd see a hint of her so I knew she was there and she knew I knew. After years, okay, I would argue that your normal dreams are now nightmares, though.
Yeah. I was saying, like, then maybe you don't have good dreams.
Yeah. After years of dealing with her plaguing my dreams, she just up and went away, never to show up again. That is until last night, 6 months later. I had a dream. I had to take a shower, and I went in the bathroom and moved the curtain and was shocked to see the end of the tub had a hole in the bottom, and the hole was almost perfectly dark except the light that shone down from the bathroom light, and the hole went into the basement. When peering into this hole, I noticed something moving, and then she came into the light for just a moment, long enough for me to see her there, and know that she was smug and happy, knowing I felt dread. I ran out of the bathroom and immediately woke up. This doesn't feel like some underlying reason from my brain, This doesn't seem like some underlying reason from my brain She seems so real and so evil. I just know without a doubt she has to be more than my brain manifesting something. How can I stop her? Why is she doing this? These questions I have. Has anyone had ghosts or demons who plague their dreams?
But also, I think this is what I was talking about. Like, if you're like, well, I know she wants me,
Yeah.
and then you go like, see, look, I keep dreaming about her. You're kind
Right.
of
Or you falling asleep like afraid you're going to have the dream. And then
yeah,
you
it's
have the
already in your
dream.
mind.
So I would say like this one feels a little different only because if she was in every single dream, that feels insane.
For us, 'cause we've never done it.
And I
But
never want to.
But I also think it's not. There's no way there's 9 billion of us on Earth and no one's having the same dream over and over.
But it's not the same dream. It's just one thing that's the same. I don't know. I don't know how the brain works.
And that's the title of this episode.
Title of my life. Okay, so someone commented and asked if there was anyone who might have like put a hex on her.
Hello? Has anyone hexed me?
And she said that I don't know it's possible the dream started after I ended a friendship with this girl who thought of herself as a witch. She'd do spells and all that. She was pissed when we stopped talking, but I don't know if she'd go that far. There were these spirit box sessions we did, and always this one lady would come through saying my name a lot and sounded like weird, dark, and depressed. So I don't know. It's hard because like what if it goes back? What if this girl is like hanging around her constantly? You know how some people are like haunted by something? So like what if her being in all these dreams is the brain processing that? Something that like she isn't like aware of.
She's also tolerated it for a long time.
Yeah. Like maybe ghosts are like the colors we can't see but shrimps can. Like
mantis shrimp. I know about them.
Yeah, like maybe.
That's how I feel looking at this keyboard right now. I feel like a mantis shrimp.
You're like, oh my god, the colors. You wouldn't believe. Okay, so then this was 2 months ago. Update to I've been seeing the same dead girl in my dreams for years. Well, I had another one tonight. This time it was more realistic than usual. I was doing laundry in our basement when my mother-in-law came up to me and said, "You need to help the girls," meaning my daughters, clean their room.
Like, damn, she wants you to help the sleep paralysis demon.
There's tons of flies in there. And then she turned away, walked down the dark hallway to her room. Well, I went to my daughter's room and woke Millie, my older, up and asked her to turn on the light and get trash bags. She went to them, and my husband came in. Pause for flare. And tucked my younger daughter in bed and then turned to talk to me. And while we were talking, my oldest daughter brought me garbage bags and laid back down. I told my husband I was going to start cleaning, and he said he would be right back. So I opened the bag and bent down to pick something up when the light suddenly turned off.
No, hell no, hell no, hell no. No.
I felt like someone was there watching me, and I got scared. So I turned to where my oldest daughter's bottom bunk is, and said for her to turn on the light and got no response. I tried again and then panicked when I got no response and yelled for my husband and looked at the top bunk for my youngest daughter.
I have chills.
But saw the woman sitting on it with a look of pure evil anger. I dropped the bag and ran just as my husband ran in and got between me and her, and she leapt off the bed and wrapped her cold, dead fingers around my wrist. I could literally feel it physically, and I still kind of feel her fingers on my wrist as I'm writing this. And then I fall onto my back, and so does my husband between me and her. She starts pulling me towards her with this weird low growl, and my husband is trying to pry her hands off me. This angers her, and she crouches over my husband, ready to attack him with her teeth, and I flip off my back and jump on top of my husband, and she yanks my arm hard and slams down and bites deep into my arm as I'm screaming in agony. That's where I abruptly woke up. I still feel the pain in my arm from where she yanked it, grabbed my wrist, and even bit down, although it's more like phantom pains. She's always enjoyed torturing me and making me scared or uncomfortable, but this is the first attack like that. I don't know if I made her angry talking about her or what, but she's really scary and evil this time. I wish I didn't have to sleep ever again.
Unfortunately, it is giving schizophrenia to me.
I mean, I can't diagnose someone
I don't know
like
how the brain
that.
works.
I don't know how the brain works. I think that, like, best case scenario, it's a terrifying, like, recurring nightmare theme, and, like, that sucks.
That's the best case.
Like,
Truly it is.
because she can't escape it. And
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. I would think that, like, talking about it would maybe help her, but I don't think it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the brain works.
To me, it is giving some sort of symptom, maybe early onset symptom. Not to be like woo woo or whatever, but
Like,
like,
opposite of woo
yeah, opposite of woo
woo.
woo. Not to be ow ow. But like if I pulled out the little DSM-5, I really think that this might be a precursor, which is unfortunately horrifying. How many people who have like schizophrenia and like other
It's happening in dreams.
yeah, I think that's like something that can happen. I don't know how the brain works. Actually, no one 100% knows how it works because none of us use 100% of our brain.
No one, like, people.
Thank
don't know,
God.
like,
I
a
wish I
lot of
used
it.
less. Those people who use less of their brains are so much happier. There's got a lot of them around this town.
Sure do. Yeah, no. I mean, like, if I was having the same terrifying dream over and over and over again,
I would do like shrooms or something.
I wouldn't. I feel like that would make it, like, happen in real life. Like, you're releasing your brain energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Woo-woo.
to sound ow ow, but
No, you're sounding woo woo
you're
right now.
releasing your brain energy. No, I don't know. I don't know. And I am more woo woo about it. Like, I think that, I don't know.
No, there's a woo woo answer too.
Who fucking knows what ghosts can do? You know
I
what
wonder
I
if
mean?
you moved.
Yeah, that's fair. It seemed to be like in your husband's or in your house.
I would, if I were her social worker, I would refer her to a clinician where they can do like sleep testing on her and then get a full evaluation. So
You've
that
seen that scary movie though, where they're like, "Oh, I'm in a facility, I'm safe," and then it's like,
no,
"No,
I
you're
haven't.
not."
I guess that could happen.
I don't know.
But I mean, worst case scenario, it's not that. Best case scenario, it is that. And they go in there and zap, zap, zap. Have you seen the zappers?
No.
You like, it's for people who have anxiety and depression, like really extreme. They're resistant to medicine, and they literally hook you up to this machine, and it like zaps, and people's like mouths like move.
Like
But it, like,
shock therapy.
It's like shock therapy, but it's not like, girl, it's not like shock therapy.
I'm sure that's what they said back then too.
If I got to that point, I would do it. And people really like it, and I think maybe I would try to like talk to her about that too. Like, what if like we don't know her though? The thing is, like, maybe she's depressed.
I don't know. I feel like you're the person in the movie right now that's like, I think you're schizophrenic, and now she's locked up
She might be.
with a ghost.
She's still locked up with the ghost. It's still
She
in
is
there.
locked up with the ghost. I feel bad.
Me too. What do you do?
I don't know.
So I'm saying, like, you have to I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm like, I'm trying everything now.
Yeah.
I'm about to, that's why I said I'm going to do shrooms.
I'd reach out to that friend. I'd be like, hey, girl, I miss you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for everything I did. Like, I would love to reconnect and just, like, apologize in person.
Yep.
I don't know.
You got to try all avenues, I feel.
You've got to, right?
To me, if you're not willing to try it. Yes.
Give me medicine.
Mm-hmm. Let me do ayahuasca.
I'd be afraid of that. What if, like, that releases her into the real world?
But I think that the fear of it, the anticipation of it, is also feeding into it as well. Like how you said, you're like, we're talking about confirmation bias again.
Right.
Like if you, the whole time, if you're like thinking about like, oh, it's going to get nighttime soon, you're spending, especially in the wintertime, and if she's like, let's say here, from 4 p.m. till she goes to bed, scared of this thing. So
That's
it's
fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, also maybe we flip your sleep times around.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have been a little earlier. See what that does.
I hope it helps.
It's like we're Delilah.
Delilah.
Do you know that she's a national program? She's not just a Chicago thing.
I fucking can't stand her.
What?
Oh, you like Delilah? The most traumatic fucking stories around Christmas time. That's my childhood. Is listening like, this woman got beaten by her husband
God,
for
so
10
true.
years. She just started cocaine again, but this Christmas song goes out to her.
Yeah. She's on the road to recovery.
Fuck. Did
Full
you just
name's her.
say? Full name.
Evan Dana.
Like, I don't know if that's bad. Yeah. Delilah's insane.
She's from Bend, Oregon.
Delilah?
Yeah, she's only in Pacific Northwest.
I'm telling you, like, she's been traumatizing me since I was a wee babe.
I didn't know that about you.
And if you had listened to Delilah, she'd be traumatizing you too.
I did, and I was like, I was like, I was like, oh, she's.
Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry you lost your job and now are prostituting yourself on the streets and keep getting arrested every Saturday.
You know what?
Can I play a little song for you?
I'm like, and she does.
She does.
And it's like Bubbly by Colby Kalai. But she literally
I didn't know she did just like normal radio.
That's
I thought
her.
She crawled out of I thought she just crawled out for Christmas.
No, she does normal radio, and she owns the station now.
That's incredible. Good for her.
I had no idea about Delilah. I feel like you're
Show
an
me
anomaly.
a picture of her.
She looks like.
What do you mean I'm an anomaly? Like no one else feels I am.
No one.
No, everyone I've ever
Delilah.
spoken to is
That
just
is
like
not true.
everyone. I'm like, it's insane what she throws on the radio, and people are like, my favorite comfort show.
I love Delilah.
You're not listening to her.
Delilah. No, of course I'm not listening to her all the way. Kelly hates Delilah. Do you hate Delilah?
Right in. At ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com. Update. Our video cut out, so that blows. So now there's probably like a cute little picture of us up. But basically, write us at ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com. Comment on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok,
Spotify.
You can do it. We confirmed. Thank you so much for joining.
And spilling
The Ghoul Beans.
Oh my God. That was like that game we played.
Oh my God.
Flower.